All right, we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jones. I am a 15-year Pokemon TCG veteran, and I'm out here to help make you better at the Pokemon trading card game. Got a good stream setting up tonight. Going to be talking about meta decks. Going to be talking about this coming weekend and what could possibly be the meta for Frankfurt and also for um, Monterey. So definitely got some. Definitely got two big regionals coming up. This is going to be the first regionals of the new season. Yes, Worlds happened last month, and it's definitely going to have an effect, and we'll talk about that later in the chat and in the stream. But mostly, what we are going to be doing tonight is talking about the implications of for Pittsburgh, because that's the one we're going to. So that's going to be what we're going to be doing, and we're talking about how that could potentially affect my deck choice for Pittsburgh regionals. If you've watched a lot of my streams, you know that I'm pretty big on TerraBox. It's no secret about it. However, just certain trends I've seen starting to develop online, whether in limitless results or people that I've played on the ladder, it's starting to concern me. So starting to think of maybe I need a backup plan. And that's kind of like what we're going to be working with tonight. So, going to get live booted up, and then we're going to get started. Go ahead and let me know how you guys are doing in the chat tonight. So, got a lot going on. Definitely been a busy week for me, and it's only Tuesday. Yeah, this has been a busy night. Been a very busy night. Been a very busy day. So we're definitely there. Let me go get my headset real quick while this loads, and I will be right back. Yeah. Hollow Knight sometime. It's hella fun. Hold that thought real quick. Let me go get my headset. Check. All right, anyways. So let's check this. All right, so play Hollow Knight sometime. It's fun. All right, so what about it is... what about Hollow Knight's fun? I'm pretty tied up right now with my current Minecraft hyperfixation. So it's got to be pretty convincing to get me away from it as far as that goes. Bricky Boy, how you doing? All Heart, hope you're doing well as well. Appreciate you guys being in here with me tonight. So yeah. So like I was saying, I know we've been pretty big on this deck, and we've been pretty big on playing the Spicy Box combo, because we got Pittsburgh Regionals in about less than 2 weeks And I've started to notice a trend online, and I've started to notice just like discussions on Twitter. People are starting to catch on to this, and they're kind of realizing that, hey, this deck's kind of cracked. And I'm just kind of like, thank you. I'm glad all of you have finally came to the party. I've been sitting here by myself. But, so now it's basically put me in a weird situation where, like, I'm starting to have to think about what if, like, everybody decides to play this weekend in Mexico, or they play it in Germany, and then, like, the deck catches on, and then what's going to happen is then everybody's going to, like, try to play to counter it. So, you know, up to this point, I've just been gung-ho, like, hey, I'm going to commit to TerraBox. I've been placing with it. You know, if you've seen the Instagram posts, I've been placing with it, in it, whether it's an official tournament, whether it's locals, doing fine with it, doing great. And, I mean, you guys have seen the streams where I've played it really well. But now it started getting me thinking of, like, well, what if? You know, what's the what if? And how do I circumvent that? You know, and the same thing, too, is you'd be like, oh, well, Jones, just play Raging Bolt. Yeah, I could play Raging Bolt, but Raging Bolt also suffers the same fate as TerraBox. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. It's like I could play Dragapult. I could also play Gardevoir, too. Gardevoir was the deck I was going to play for Nationals, but got scared off of it because of Grimmsnarl. So, there's just a lot I could do with that. Fancy Bolt, Spicy Caniac. And here's the original one. Caniac combo, no sauce. Yeah, that's the one I played the Georgia Regionals. That was so bad. Future Boy, Strip Leg. Here we go. Find my Charizard decks. Alright. R.I.P. 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 Change this around a little bit. Missed that card. Missed that card too. Definitely missed that card. Yeah. So at work today, I was challenged. Well, not really more challenged, more like bribed to shave my head. And the whole premise is not because, like, oh, yeah, you know, you need it, or oh, you look cool with the shaved head. It's more of like, we want you to look like Kratos, and we want you to look like the guy from God of War. And I'm like, okay. Like, tell me something I don't know. Like, honestly, I think let's, you know, I'm kind of at this point where I'm like, do I just, you know what, we're going to put something up. I'm going to put something up in chat. Give me a second. Oh, finally, now you give me a response. Hollow Knight has become the face of Metroidvanias. Why, you may ask? It's peak gaming. It's truly an experience that should be a requirement in life. The atmosphere is amazing. Why don't you just play Metroid Prime? Why don't you just play Castlevania? like a normal person. All right, so here's the question. Let's see. All right, so there we go. We got a new question for you. Should I shave my head completely bald, just so we can go as Kratos? Grice, I feel like you just copy and pasted that off of something. Like, I feel like that's what you're doing there, man. Yeah, totally. I would do the Blades of Chaos. My root skills are quite prominent, if I do say so myself, indubitably. Yeah, I wonder why. It's not like you sat under somebody for like a year, you know? So. Yeah. So we're going to do 3 cards, 4 cards. Gotta go Chi-Yu. This guy's cool. I like this card. The Mega Fire of Envy is such a strong attack. Alright, yeah, so, indubitably, yeah, so the spelling didn't get any better. Alright, so we got that. So basically what's going to happen is, oh wow, it shot me into a game. Did not expect that. But anyways, we're going to start this game, and I'll see you guys on the other side of this ad break here in 10 seconds. So, we can do that. We're going to go from here. So, see you guys on the other side. I don't know if I did this or not. Hey, Dash. How'd Gundam go? I don't know if I accidentally hit, like, casual or something, but somehow I'm, like, in this random match. Oh, man. Hey, Dash, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that. That was definitely my first sub. Appreciate it, man. Went 1-3 and dropped. That's unfortunate. Let's see. I think this is that was... I think that was like a test hand game. That wasn't an actual game. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a test hand. That wasn't an actual game. No, there's really no point in playing like that late into a tournament just to like watch, just to like try to play just for fun. Like at that point, just go to house. Like you get to a certain point where like you just like your time's better spent doing other stuff as you get older. Oh wait, that's what I was grabbing. Let's grab an energy surge. Alright, now we're going to jump in the ladder. Now we're going to actually do an actual game. Yeah, two bad matchups. So, whenever this thing decides it wants to play, we'll play. There we go. So anyway, so a lot of it, those of you guys that just jumped in, trying to play Charizard just in case, like, my main deck that I want to play for Pittsburgh doesn't seem like a good meta call. And the reason why is because, you know, you've watched the stream. You know I'm really big on Terabox. And should have used my BW instead. Yeah, should have done that. Yeah. Oh well. But like I said, so like I'm trying to like think about that just in case like the deck just catches on and people like just like the deck catches on and people like and the people start teching for it. So then I'm like, all right, do I really want to sit there and play Terra at a regionals? Yeah, that'd be a good reason. think I just recently got a Xbox Series X, so definitely looking for games to play on that. But anyway, like I was saying, so yeah, I'm just trying to like. I think a lot of like what I'm gonna do tonight is probably try to like play some games with stuff that I would play if decks start putting shame on. Alright, so here's the other thing about it too. So like if I shouldn't play Hollow Knight, somebody give me a reason why I shouldn't play it. Since you guys are going back and forth about it, give me a reason why I shouldn't play it. Yeah. And we still got the prediction going on in the chat. That's wild. Wow. Both of my Pidgeys are prized. That is incredibly hilarious. We are off to a great start tonight, guys. Great start. Love that for us. Alright, pass turn. I'll say this, though, about the Hollow Knight thing. It's refreshing hearing people talk about that instead of, like, trying to, like, convince me to play Roblox. Adaptation match. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to have to do. Is I'm definitely going to have to adapt. So I grabbed the Cleffa here. Now, here's an interesting thing, too. Our Bolt player played both of his Noctowls very early. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do here. No, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. No, it really isn't a game. Yeah, the dangerous thing is Ogerpon, especially this one right here. But it's also like a really weird board too, because it's like, it's a really weird board. I know what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I should have thrown a Dust Skull. That's what I should have done. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go Counter Catcher of this Ogerpon. Put a Max Belt here. Then I'm gonna Iono, because they already like burned both of these. They really don't have a lot going for them. We're gonna do this. Now we're gonna see what happens. Alright, so we got a Turo, we got that. Still no Pidgey. We're missing our Pidgeys, but you know we did Iono them, and hopefully we can try to get away. They don't have a way to get. They don't have a way to get energy on the board. There's a stretcher. They need 5 energy. Oh, this is good. This is gross. This is just gross. Yeah, there it is. That's gross. Yeah, it was just unfortunate. Like, they just had everything that they needed. And just blew up on us. This guy has the nuts. It's ridiculous. Alright. So, I mean, we're not technically... I mean, it's not bad. This isn't great either. So we'll just bring up Cleffa. And I think what I might do is I'm just going to, like, Iono. We'll do this. Leave the bench like it is. Well, I'll go ahead and just play the Artisan. I mean, all they'll do anyways, they'll get rid of their, like, Noctowls. But we need to get another Charmander down. So we grab Artisan. Even our Chi use price too. Like, this is rough. I'll just grab 6. Yeah, every time. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, look at this. Like, that would be great. Like, if I would have had a Pidgey, but no. I don't have that luxury. So, their bench is full. They don't have a way to get that. As long as we can keep them stuck here, we should be fine. Now, here's the other part of it, too. They very well can... Alright, so there's that. They very well can... just bellowing Burst Roar and just draw 6. Or they'll just go and hit Fang Rotom, which is totally viable and makes for an interesting prize trade. Mew's cute. I'm still holding out for Pidgey. I'm gonna keep the air balloon just in case. I'm going to keep it in hand because they might try to bring up Charmander. They might try to bring up the Duskull. And I don't want to get caught. Well, I can do that. So we'll be fine. I don't want to get caught with my pants down, basically. So we know they got a Mew in hand. We know they got a Mew in hand. And we know that they also got an out to... oh, wow. Nice of you to join us, guys. And now they also have a way to grab a Noctowl. So really what it's going to have to come down to is what is in these two cards. Alright, Jamming Tower, La-Di-Da. So now we got to see what is here. There's Vessel. Okay. That's going to be... Oh, it's 2 Lightning Energy. That's interesting. So, more than likely what happens is they soften me up with Fan Rotom and then try to smack me the next turn. The Jamming Tower is a nice touch. Now, if they play Boss, that's going to be really nasty. Oh, so they don't. Alright, so... Oddly enough, like... We got it. You know what? I'm going to take the Ogerpon just because I can't stand it. Yeah, the playmat's interesting, to say the least. If it was up to me, I would... Yeah, burned all the grass. Yeah, they burned all the grass. They went too aggressive on it. And then just, I think, like, that last Iono stuck them really hard. So, I think that was pretty good, being able to do that. But, yeah, there's a really good game there of just being able to stay the course and not try to get ahead of yourself. Yeah. Played through 2 Pidgeys being prized, and we played a... played through also our Chi-Yu being prized. I really would have liked to have had the Chi-Yu though, because I really would have been able to kind of make the prize trade a little bit more difficult for him. It's some kind of like thing to like promote Malamar. Like I always say, it's like this whole like Malamar is love, Malamar is life. Yeah, appreciate you dropping it in the chat. Yeah. I really hate this song on this playlist. Metal Energy, I haven't seen that. I mean, it could be Terrabox. But if it's like Duraludon, that's going to be wild. I haven't seen one of those in a hot minute. We don't like that. pretty good there. Did I get energy search? Yeah, energy search is there. Yeah, so there's that. Doing this. Yo. Why won't it let me... What? What is this, guys? It will not let me use evolution. That is insane. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it won't let me scroll down to click it. Oh, there we go. That was weird. That was really weird. It stays drunk. Like, it's like on a... It's always on, like, some kind of bender. Like, it amazes me, like, how this, like, thing finds ways to just be weird. Like, for lack of a better term. You know, one thing I think I might cut is I might cut the second Pidgeotto, just so that way, like, I've got, like, room for, like, something else. See what's going on Instagram. Not much Tony Crank. Who's that? What is it? Yeah, a lot of people do that, but I sometimes think maybe too, like, oh, it's Guldango. Oh. Oh, wow, guys, looky there. Wow. Wow, how convenient. For the record, I hate this deck. I hate it a lot. Alrighty. And it's weird, like, I don't want to give him... I don't want to give him... we're gonna go Argon. Yeah, I'm gonna go Argon. Just gonna grab this Pichu. Zapping draw. I'll take the 30 damage. Cool. So we get a stretcher off of it. And we got a boss. That's cool as well. I don't know if you guys ever knew about it, but the original card with Getsus on it was actually just really disruptive. It would basically look through... You basically look at your opponent's hand and then, like, take all the item cards out of it and shuffle them back into your deck. Yep. It's interesting. Let's see what they try to do here. My guess is they probably try to check down into... this could be an iron bundle. Oh, it's just a Genesect. Alright, they're going to try to draw a bunch of cards with Goldie. They're going to amp, most likely. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. So we're going to see what happens. Oh, there it is. But they're going to grab Pidgeot. I mean, you grab Pidgeot either way, you arm press me, you still take 2 prizes. Yeah, you still take 2 prizes. Alright, so then we're going to go Charizard, see what happens. Always run 025 for Monkey. Alright, Rice, thanks for dropping in, man. Alright. So they're still up. Prizes, thank you. Took forever, but we finally got it. So, there is that. Vincia. Yep, that's what it is. Don't jinx it, though. Don't jinx it. I mean, they're going to basically see, like, 6 cards this turn, so it's going to be wild. So they flip. 13 card hand. There's the balloon, so now they're going to end up trying to see 7. Yeah. Yeah, 7 cards. Still trying to draw their Energy Search Pro. Or it's the devious thing where they just have a bunch of energy in their hand already. It's a mad world we live in, guys. Mad world. There's the soup. So we know that they at least got 200 damage. Goldango's got to discard 7 energy to be able to knock out my Charizard. So... There's one piece of the puzzle. It's going to be kind of a big turn, depending what happens here. Yeah, they probably got it the way they're playing. Alright, let's see what happens. Show me the money. Every time. Every stinking time. Like, at this point, I'm just like, just full send the Zard and make him try to do it twice. I mean, like, at this point, it's like, what do I got to lose? Yeah, like, at this point, I just have nothing to lose. So we just see what happens. I mean, they're sitting there with like 11 cards. They're gonna go to... Yeah. Had a decent start, but just couldn't get into it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably so. "16 cards, they definitely got it. Just go ahead and take me out of my misery, man. Like what are you waiting on?" Like, at what point is this just overkill and this guy is like just slow rolling me? Like, come on. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that was dumb. play one more game with this. So I possibly think that, like, this weekend, the School Dango deck could definitely be probably the most played deck. Like, it literally takes... And what's crazy about it, and this is the genius of it, is the deck literally takes the two, like, most simple concepts and just mashes them together. Like, I'm going to take the two most brain-dead decks, Joltik Box and Gholdengo, and I'm just going to play them in one deck. Like, great for little kids. It's a great concept for little kids. But now you're going to have the Pagan Horde and Masters, like, jumping on this. I think it's one of these deals, like, if you're going to play in, like, if you're going to play in Pittsburgh, you're going to play in, like, Monterey or Frankfurt this weekend, you have to... What is... Oh my god, I haven't played this deck in forever. It's crazy. Somebody's playing for Rolligator. Whack. Yeah, this is weird. Get like a really nasty hand going. Alright, they're gonna draw a pass. We're about to have a standoff here. Who has the worst hand? Yeah. It's a very wild start. Like, this is a match where I'm gonna have to attack with, like, this is a match where I'm gonna have to attack with Pidgeot. Because this guy right here says, damage and effects attacks from Terra Pokemon. So I'm gonna have to attack with Pidgeot. That is going to be so wild to just pull off and do. Thank you. Yeah, so I think I basically do this. So I go here. Now I can evolve. Now I can use the evolution. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here. Doesn't really matter at this point. And then what we want to try to do with the Dust Scroll is we want to take a Monk, and that's how we're gonna have to take a 2-prize turn, or we go and we put a Dusknoir here, and then attack with Pidgeot, with a belted Pidgeot. That's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, because it's gonna be 170. There's Charizard. That's nice. No, Charizards are nice. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that Milotic. So here's to hoping that... Alright, cool. Dusknoir's there. So this is what we do, guys. You go... Dusknoir. Knock that out. Let them draw a prize. 20 damage short, so we definitely gotta put the belt on it. And then what's gonna also be weird and interesting too is like we gotta keep the Charizards like out of the match. Use Quick Search. We're gonna grab Arven. And then Arven's gonna go as a Super Rod and it's gonna grab our Max Bolt. Nope, not an Air Balloon. That's how you get. That's how you ask to lose. So there's that. That's enough to knock it out. Take 2 prizes. Now that does give them access to Counter Catcher, so we gotta be careful there. Now I think I just grow. Now at this point, what we do is we just gotta go into Munkidori. And then take a strategic turn where we swing into Mimikyu. That's going to be important there. So that's kind of like what I'm looking at with that. Amiibo. Alright, the Feraligator's gonna have to go. Yep, Feraligator's gonna have to go. That wasn't supposed to go there. Gross. That wasn't supposed to go there. But you know what? It's okay. I can make the most of this. I'll grab an energy. No, I'm not, because I got actually all the energy here. 1, 2, 4, 6. Jeez. Mistakes were made. I almost got a Mispal pad in this deck. Counter catcher, here it comes. We can bring up the Charizard. So then now what we're going to have to do this turn is we're going to have to use Turo. Alright, that's fine by me. I'll just go quick search. Cleffa got tossed, yeah. I tossed Cleffa. Just 2-tap it. Yeah, I think that's what I might have to do is just 2-tap it. Yeah. So definitely a very interesting game. Definitely an interesting game. I've been somehow able to like play out of it. There's a Relicanth getting a Crispin going. Monk. I'm gonna put 50 damage on him. Retreat. Let's see how smart they are. You know, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm gonna go 4. Alright, so there's a sequence here. Yeah, there's definitely a sequence here. Wait, I got it in my hand. Overthinking this. Children's. I got a Charizard in my hand too. It's like I'm begging to make misplays here. Nice. Now what I just do is if I can't do anything next turn, I just like use the Chi-Yu's first attack. That would have been great to have earlier. I just use Chi-Yu's first attack and just charge up the Charizard. Now we gotta make sure we get the boss. We should have boss. I think I played 2 boss. Didn't really pay too much attention to it. Big turn. That's interesting. He should have did Big Bite. Left me there in the active spot. We did play 2 boss. Bring that up. Here. Mr. Wind. Get rid of their stadium too. So, there we go. Very unorthodox game, but was able to get it done. So, not too bad. That was crazy. Alright, so there we go. Alright, Charizard, you're gonna get us the Master League. Alright. Hey, but you know what? That's fine. I was able to pull out of it. No, I don't want to go first. Alright, so this is actually pretty promising. So we're playing against Dragapult. Alright, this is gonna be fun. So we gotta get rid of the Dustles. That was dumb. Well, just not grabbing the wrong guy. I ended up grabbing the wrong thing, and that totally just messed me up. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop that one. So, where is that? I just totally grabbed the wrong thing. It's crazy though how bad that set me back though. We're good though. You know what? I'm going to get pretty spicy here and go just one. Play Briar. Let's play a Briar and see what happens. Gardevoir. I have a terrible hand. Typical. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Another rough start. What is this? This is like the dumbest start ever. I should have grabbed left. I thought I saw it. I had a supporter in there. That's what I get for trying to do Duolingo while also trying to play test. That's weird. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool to have a supporter. I'd love that. I can imagine the things I could do with a supporter. It'd be so awesome. Boss doesn't do any good. Hold on, Jones. Chill. Anything but should have grabbed 2 cards. 2 cards too late. It's disgusting. What is up with these, like, this playlist tonight? It's so bad. There we go. Huh, 3 Team Vivos, that's interesting. Kind of done with this, like, it's crazy just, like, that's gross. And really that was just because the simple fact, like, I dead drew, like, I couldn't play. Try some dibs with Grimmsnarl. No, I don't want to go first. It's so crazy, like how like going first, like majority of decks in the format. Wow. All right, this is just bad. Oh my god. This is so bad. Just gonna try something here. Yeah. Let me try this out and see what happens. This is bad. This is like really bad. Alright, let's see what happens. This gets weird. Man, I think even in my other, like, monkey door would be surprised. That was dope. That's right, but I also forgot about the cape on the other guy. But yeah, typically that would have worked. That would have worked. But man, don't get chances like that every day, now do you? Dang it. Now the question though is like, that's cool. Nice little touch there. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. It's definitely rough. Definitely rough. So I think I can. Oh my god. So we can do this, take 2 prizes, and then I think I want to put that damage. Yeah, tonight has just been the case of bad prizes all night. Just rough. Just absolutely rough. There's an energy. Look at the monk. 240. So it's gonna be funky. Oh my god. Yeah, if this guy hadn't put the luxury cave on that one pretzel, like I would have been, that'd have been cool. I could have like devolved both of his guys, but just man, it's unfortunate. Just absolutely unfortunate. And what makes it even worse too is the fact that like I can't even I can't out Blood Moon because then it's just gonna like shut off the ability and I can't hit it. That's crazy. Yeah, just hitting all the bad matchups tonight. Jesus, and the other Grimmsnarl's prize. So that's the other Grimmsnarl. Like, oh, disgusting. TMD vote way too early. I'm just gonna Shadow Bullet into nothing. Put 30 damage there. Love that for me. This is a 150. And they win in one turn. La-dee-da. You know, and like the honestly though, just like the way like it works out is like it's good to play against decks like that, like in case you just face them, like and know what to do. Like now I would have known. Now that I know that I would have like made the smart play to wait a little bit longer and not prematurely like TM Devo. I totally forgot that he had the cape on him. Yeah, so Chucky, Eccentric, Meme, appreciate all you guys jumping in the night. Just sitting here trying to get ready for Pittsburgh regionals in 2 weeks. Earlier in the stream, and I definitely gonna try to come back and visit on is really just kind of what I'm like. What is my backup plan? One of the I'm just kind of like thinking of like how does the meta shift after this weekend, and that's kind of hard to say because you need to try to figure out what's gonna win, what's gonna be good, what to expect, and then like the way people play this coming weekend in Germany and in Mexico is entirely going to really determine what it shapes up to be. So kind of like what I'm doing now is I'm just playing decks normally outside of my regular rotation that in case of like, hey, I need to switch off of what I'm playing, I might just do that. But live is being live tonight and getting paired into unfavorable matchups, or I'm playing with really bad prizing. So we're going to go here, try to get some Gardevoir games going in. Yeah, let me know what you guys think as far as that, what decks you're playing, what things you think about building, whether you strictly play just on live or you got into Pokemon through Pocket, or you've been a long time player like me. It's crazy to think I've been doing this 15 years. It's played it all through college, and I'm well into my 30s. So hobby's been good to me. Hobby's been very good to me. So we got Tails. We're going first, which is unfortunate. We'll be alright though. We'll be alright. Actually, maybe we won't be alright. That's actually pretty rough there. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I wonder if... Alright, so there's another one there. Probably playing the mirror match. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Normally I wouldn't do that, but my hand was so dead. Alright, that's not bad. I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate that turn. Yeah. So there's that. So buddy popping. Oh, we're playing Charmander. Okay. So we got one shot to knock him out. We definitely got one shot to knock them out. Because we only played 2 Bravery Charms, so this is going to be really interesting. Definitely going to need 2 Munkidori in the equation. Artisan for a second monk. Do that. And then we'll restart, draw 2. Mew actually, now that we're playing Charizard, Mew actually is going to be pretty good in this match. Could have taken a prize there, but need to prioritize evolving. Both my Curliers are there, so that's good. We definitely want that. Both of the Curliers being in the deck, so that way now we got a double answer to their Charizards. The opponent did go second, and they did not get a TM Evo, and they did not evolve, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do here and how they respond. Well, that's a good way to respond. They could very well be trying to TM Evo themselves this turn. That's a really good hand that we're just gonna sit on. Like I'm not in a hurry to play that research because I've got Ultra Ball and then two Psychic Energy. So like I'm in no hurry to do that. Also, the other thing too is like I'm in no hurry to evolve into Gardevoir. Especially if they leave the Cleffa active. If they leave the Cleffa active, I'm just like in no hurry to do that. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. If I ever get to do Psychic Embrace, it's mostly just going to sit there and float and not really do much of anything. So, yeah. Love it when it glitches out like this, guys. It's perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Oh, finally. Thank goodness. This is so ridiculous. I think I'll go one more time. You know what I could have done? I could have actually taken 2 prizes there. Yeah, I put it on Cleffa and then like did the other 30 on, and then the rest of it on Pidgey. Huh. Did not think about that. Well, this is why we do it. Could have got a really interesting 2 prize lead there. But then it puts me in a position where like all of my guys are just stuck in the active. And then that happens. So there's quick search. That could be a counter catcher. Yep, called it. So they're going to take 2. We're hitting for 240, for 420. Yeah, 420. Blaze it. That means I would only hit them for 240. Okay, well I have a play. There's a play here. Okay, so they're gonna take Monkey Dory, which is okay. That's fun. Which that makes my second one. That's 120. So let's take the monk. The TM Evo. See, this is how I would love to play Charizard, like if I was playing Charizard, and not constantly having to dig myself out of a hole every single game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know, this is interesting. How do I... Alright, that's one way out of it. That's hilarious. That's so... Oh man, I love it when this happens. Alright, so... Let's go... Do that. I guess I'll just grab this. Yeah, that makes sense, because I can't really... Other Gardevoir springs. Jesus. Oh man, this is just. Oh. How many ways can we mess over Jones tonight? That's what this came down to. Like, I am just the. It's just wild. So the other one is Vessel Gardevoir. Like, man. Okay, so I'm gonna just paralyze this guy. I'm not paralyzed, I'm just gonna make him confused. Alright, so there's that. Confuses him. They'll probably just go Turo into a new one, into a fresh Zard. And then it just gets me that way. Like, I'm so far behind.